It's a full North, yeah.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Daily
Where's that
Swole.
bacon at, Beaches? Where's that bacon at? It's your boy. Testing, 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 testicles, testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1212 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and if that ain't a sexy beach, ooh, look at that sexy beach. What's going on, all yas beaches? Welcome to episode 1212 of the Sleeves. Thanks for being here. Thank you for coming in. We're live. We are hurricane free so far, and we'll see how that goes. For those of you that are in Florida, I'll be your weather report. I'll let you know what's going on. I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'll keep you posted. So apparently it's turning a little bit further north. We're still not out of the woods. We're going to get a lot of rain. We're going to get a lot of flooding. We're going to get a lot of shit like that. But it seems like the winds might be a little bit less up in our fucking assholes, which is a good thing. So how we doing today? What's good? What's going on? What's up, Will? What's up, Silly Gamer? Anna? Am I putting my nuts on the hurricane's chin? I plan on it. Had to turn off Duke in Alabama to catch you on the big screen. Good. Now you're not wasting your time anymore. Very good. Duke in Alabama. Who gives a shit? What shitty sport are you watching? What shitty sport? Are you watching foosball? You watching foosball on your television? You watching some foosball? Duke in Alabama. Does Duke play football? I don't believe it. I'm just fucking. Anyway, this is obviously better than anything you're going to watch on fucking TV. They don't pinch their nips enough. The NCAA has those laws against nipple pinching. Have you seen that? You know, was it code 615 Article 4C? It's about nipple pinching. April ordered some new ceramic pots and pans to cook better. Very big deal that we don't actually talk about too often, just because I don't know all those complicated terms. I'm not Thomas DeLauer. I don't take a fucking study and try to read every big word to you in a video that no one fucking understands and no one needs to know, save for people actually carrying out fucking tests and scientific studies, the chemists in the actual lab. But when it comes to what you cook with, yeah, you want to make sure that you're cooking with good shit because you're eating what you're cooking on. It's so funny. We don't even talk. It's hard enough to get people to drink fucking water. It's hard enough to get people to drink water. It's hard enough to get people to eat better food, let alone, how you're prepping your food. You don't want to be eating, fucking metal. You don't want to be eating Teflon. You don't want to be eating whatever non-stick, it's the oils you cook with. It's how are you burning your food, how you're prepping your food. A big deal. A lot of people roast their fucking bacon and crisp it. You don't want your shit to be charred. You don't want your shit. You want it to be it's soft. Sorry, ladies. You're going to get some flaccid meat. If you want to eat your bacon right, it's going to be soft. It's going to be soft bacon. You don't want it to be crispy and hard and crunchy. That's not good for you. Everyone fucking does that. Everyone tries to, bacon's good. Let me fucking roast it. You don't want to crisp it. You don't want crisp bacon. You want it super fucking soft. Super soft. I tend to still overcook it by accident just because you have to go super low for a long time. But that's the best way to do it. You don't want to overcook your shit. Everyone likes crispy, crunchy, burned, but that's like where it gets a little bit funky when it comes to health. I like soft bacon. Crystal likes it soft. Everyone. So if you're having trouble getting hard, I meant getting your bacon hard. Never mind. I'll stop. I hope I didn't offend anyone. The first words I caught were flaccid meat. Well, welcome to the fucking Daily Swole where we talk about all types of meat. We'll talk about hard meat. I'm fine with talking about hard meat. Flaccid meat's fun though. It's fun to talk about flaccid meat. Ha! Look at the flaccid meat. Look at it. Yeah. News. So apparently wanting to be thin puts you in a league with Satan. Is that true? Will Richardson, I hate crispy bacon. I don't know why I made you. I hate crispy bacon. I hate it. I hate crispy bacon. Soft smoked bacon. You don't really want to smoke shit either. Yeah, that's, it's hard sometimes because you can't get that flavor unless you do specific things. But there are a lot of, you can get really in the weeds with health, but not in a bad way, but you can get really, really nitty gritty. I try to keep my stuff more general because it's going to reach a broader audience, and I'm going to get through to a lot more people if if I talk about the nutrition that is the most actionable. In other words, like the things that you can really change the easiest, that's not going to be really financially hard to overcome, that's going to make the biggest change. How about drinking more water? Forget about, whether or not you're overcooking your meat a little bit. Let's get started with you hydrating. Let's get started with you sleeping better. Let's get started with you moving more. Let's get started with you not drinking soda and drinking your calories. Let's get started. Just get started. Just get started. How many of you caught that? How many of you caught the new post on Instagram or TikTok? Just get started. Move more. Move more. Move more. Get off your ass and fucking move more. It's not complicated. That's the fundamental aspect of fitness and health and weight loss and weight management. It's just moving more. You move more. It's, of course, if you want certain types of muscle mass, you have to train a certain way. You can't just gain muscle by moving more. You can lose weight, but it's going to make you feel better. Helps you think, helps your brain, gives you some cardiovascular benefits. You'll lose extra weight. You're using more calories. Just moving. Go walking. I think having a dog and having to walk a dog is a great source of exercise, especially if you have a dog that's active. You have to walk more because it gets your fat ass out walking more. And here's something that I'm going to make a video on this, so I'll touch upon it. I saw a video. I was sent it from a few peeps. This video about, it was overweight people, obese people, and it was them in a room with like different sections of the room, like agree or disagree. And today's topic is about this particular concept from this video, because what essentially it was, and like I said, I'm going to do a video on this for the main channel, but you have people in these groups, whether it's fat acceptance, whether it's plus size, whatever you believe, and the argument always gets skewed towards feelings and towards being a worthy person. People love to say that, love to talk about obesity, and just because I'm overweight doesn't mean I'm worthless. That's like, you go right to the extreme, as if just because you're white, you fucking hate black people, or you want to eradicate a whole other race, or vice versa. It's not that extreme. Just because you're obese doesn't mean you're worthless. I don't think that. Now, you can't control what other people think. You can't control what other people think. You can't control what other people feel, nor should you. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with you. Okay? The argument and the problem with all of these things is everyone is so concerned with the way other people think, the way other people feel about them, that people get crippled with their own psyche. They get crippled inside their own fucking head because you worry so much about what other people think. You are so crippled to the fucking bone with acceptance or having other people accept you that you'll do anything, you'll say anything, and you'll get offended otherwise. So instead of loving yourself, which no one is fighting you for, no one's fighting you for loving yourself. I don't care. I think that's cool. You should loving yourself. The word love is completely just blown out of proportion. We've overused that as a culture for far too long. But self-love and respect, that's totally fine. That's the way it should be. You love and you respect yourself. That's cool. That's all that fucking matters. That's absolutely all that matters. Okay? Everyone's going to judge and have their opinion, even if socially everyone around you and you had all this, I guess, rainbows and unicorns and everything was happy. There's still going to be people. It's not going to be perfect. There's always going to be someone that doesn't like the situation, that doesn't agree. It's okay to disagree. The issue that I have with it, that a lot of the other content creators like Alan, Michelle, John, is when it's promoted as a movement where people, it disconnects and it dissociates the reality of having tons of extra body weight in terms of impact for health. And it comes to like the emotional standpoint. So you have this like split. You have this split where people start focusing the argument on their own feelings and about being worthy. That's not the argument. You could feel, that's on you. That's not me. It's not my responsibility to make you feel like a worthy person. It's not my responsibility. I'll respect you. I'll respect anyone. I'll respect you if you're obese. I'll respect you if you're rail thin. That's not what's garnering respect. You need to have self-respect for yourself and understand that if you are promoting a message about your lack of health, objectively speaking, if you're emaciated or you're morbidly obese, and promoting that as a positive rather than change, and rather have the discussion that it is healthier to be in a better weight range. And everyone's going to argue that, well, you could be healthy. Look, even if it comes down to just moving better, you can't make that argument that if you're morbidly obese that you can move just as well. So movement is a fundamental aspect of being a human being, just moving. You can't move. How are you going to survive? You're lucky that we've developed technology to the point where you don't really have to move. You can use a cell phone. You can order on Amazon. You don't have to go to the store. You have motorized fucking scooters. What would have happened to you 200 years ago when you couldn't get up? Oh, you probably weren't morbidly obese. There probably weren't as many morbidly obese people because people were exercising and moving. You didn't have the luxury of being obese because you didn't have enough food. You didn't have enough to eat. You had to farm. You had to go work 10 hours in a fucking field. There were a lot of differences, and I'm not saying people lived as long. We didn't have the same technology in medicine, but we have to bring the conversation back to having your own thoughts, having your own beliefs, and sticking to them. It's about you having your own and generating your own fucking thoughts. Your own mindset. Why can't we, as an individual community, gotta have your own thoughts, gotta have your own flag in the ground? Why can't you have your own beliefs and your own thoughts? Because this video that I saw, let me see here. What we got here? They made a video, and this one girl in this video had her opinion swayed very casually by other people in this movement. I can't play a clip with it right now, but like I said, I'm going to break down this video, but it's about people that are obese, and it's a group of them, and they're voicing their opinions based on certain questions. Like, what do you think about thin privilege? What do you think about, have you ever been shamed for being obese? What are your thoughts on X, Y, and Z? And you can tell from the video that their opinions and their thoughts and their feelings are very malleable. They're very soft. They're not really concrete. They're very impressionable. And that's usually the changing of the tides. That's usually the fluctuation. That's usually how it plays. There really isn't concrete evidence or anything really solid except for emotion. So there really isn't that conviction that can be rooted in reality, that could be rooted in fact, that could be rooted in, I guess, a message that would be healthy for the majority of people. It gets shifted over into emotion. It gets shifted over into your opinion, which is okay. We can make videos. I make videos about my opinions all the time. I am right now. My opinions, my main channel, it's all opinion. It's all bias. It's all from me. It's my thoughts on X, Y, and Z, which is what everyone does. Human beings are inherently biased. If a human being is saying it, there's some kind of a bias there, whether it's from whoever's telling them what to say or inside your head. And what is a bias but someone's opinion? And if you were all raised in a certain society, we're going to have certain opinions that are rooted in blah, blah, blah. And so there are fluctuations. There are different cultural shifts. But what we can really agree on is that it's not good to be fucking morbidly obese. It's not a good thing. It doesn't mean we should shame people. It doesn't mean we should be hating on anyone. It doesn't mean that those people should be feeling worthless or made to feel worthless. However, you can't control what people feel. Since when do we have to tiptoe around shit and protect other people's fucking feelings? Since when? There's issues out there. There's plagues and there's fucking nuclear threats and there's storms. Like, there's shit that really fucking matters. The Hurricane Dorian doesn't give a fuck. The Hurricane Dorian doesn't give a fuck about anyone's feelings. What if I don't feel like a hurricane? I don't feel like a hurricane. The hurricane don't give a shit. Hurricane don't give a fuck. Hurricane doesn't give a shit about my feelings. Doesn't give a shit about my feelings. Now, it doesn't mean we have to be rude to people. It's context. How are these words being used? How are the words fat being used? How are the words obesity being used? How are we communicating? You could say the same thing in 20 different ways. It'll mean 20 different things. So the way it's conveyed, the way it's discussed, not just the words, but the manner in which the video, the article is being delivered, the way it's being, the context, the intent. That's going to be the difference. That's going to be the determining factor. It's not the word itself. It's how the word is used. We know that with African Americans. We know that with the N word, right? We can't even say the word but they took the power back. Now people are trying to take the fat power back, right? They're trying to take the word fat. Fat means fat. Everything has a meaning, and it's also the contextual meaning of language. I love language. I love words. I love swearing. I love these kind of insults that make people uncomfortable, but they're fun words and they don't really offend anyone. Really, it doesn't offend anyone unless someone gets offended. Now, how do you prevent someone from getting offended? Context, delivery, and helping people realize that words don't hurt. Sticks and stones. You want to see a great fucking comedy? You want to really get into the hilarity of this? Go watch Dave Chappelle's new special on Netflix. Fucking brilliant. He's so fucking amazing. Go watch Dave Chappelle's new special on Netflix. It's fucking hilarious. I don't watch a lot of things, but I saw that pop up. I will watch. He is one of the best fucking stand-up comedians of all time. Is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing stand-up. Goes after every major social issue and just completely dismantles it and shows how fucking ridiculous it is. Ridiculous. I'm not here to hate on anyone. I'm not here to make anyone feel worthless. But if someone feels worthless as a result, look, everyone's going to hear things differently. There's a filter. Your ears are a filter, your brain. Okay. The words or the sounds go in your ear holes. And then all of a sudden, you're going to have your perceived reaction. You're going to have your perception of what I said based on your upbringing, based on your beliefs, based on your parents, based on your school, based on where you watch, who you surround yourself with. So I can say the same thing. I'll make the same video. Some people love it and some people will hate it. Okay. What's the difference? The difference is how it's received. The difference is how your brain filter is filtering my words. And that's what happens with anything you watch, with a movie, with music, with a blog, with a book. Your brain filter and what you've been programming and what you've been feeding into it is going to be the outcome. That's going to filter and that's going to be what you perceive. So I really want people to think for themselves. I want you to think for you. I don't want you to necessarily believe what I say. You can agree with me. It's totally cool. And I love it. Look, I'm not going to fucking lie. I love that if you agree with me and you're like, fuck yeah, you're absolutely right. This is great. Cool. I'm glad you feel that way. But if you also don't feel that way, that's also fine. I'm not here to pander to anyone. I'm definitely here to get attention. I'm definitely making these videos and making these podcasts to have a discussion. I don't want to talk to myself. I like it that you're here. I like it that you listen, but I'm not here to mold my opinions and how I think to the audience. I am voicing and I'm sharing, and then audience, all of you come and you're listening and then you're here and it's cool. I mean, we got so many different people here watching live and listening later and watching later. And there's just so many different layers and so many different experiences and so many things that you have all gone through. And that's relating and that's leading to the way you're perceiving everything that you consume. And that's very philosophical. That's very psychological. It goes into, but the brain is complicated. The human brain is complicated. It's complicated. It's not cut and dry. You know, there's a lot of different layers, a lot of different reasons why we think the way we think and why we have to deal with shit the way we have to deal with it and the way we organize our society. And with social media and this ability to communicate so rapidly, we're going through a lot of changes. We're going through we're going through like social puberty. We're learning how to communicate. We're learning the impacts of all these different ways of communication. It's not anything different than human nature. Humans are always like this. Humans are always thinking about stuff like this. Humans are always thinking it. We just don't necessarily say it. So if you see someone in public, you're like, oh my God, that person's fat. You don't say it to their face, but you might troll online and drop a comment and be like, you're so fat, because you're anonymous. So it's not that people don't have these thoughts. It's just that they don't share them face to face. So this is allowing a lot of like the real drudgery and the real bottom feeding aspect of society to come through because of the anonymity. But at the same time, that's going to filter out. Everyone here knows what a troll is now. You go back 20 years, no one knew what a troll was. You thought it was like the actual trolls, like the cartoon or little dolls. Like, oh, look at the trolls. Now we know as trolls, and you kind of hide under a bridge and you kind of like, man, you type things and you fucking slide back into the darkness. So we all know what a troll is. So when you see that, people don't really take that internally. Some people really go to battle with them. Some people really go to battle. I don't touch that shit. I don't give a fuck. You want to troll? That's fine. Drop negativity, go on. I don't engage with that stuff. I don't have time. I don't really care. So I'm here to share my thoughts. I'm here to put that out there. I'm here to open discussions up. I'm here to allow you to think. You don't need my permission, but you have it. You should think. You should think for yourself. You should formulate your own opinions. And you shouldn't be biasing and filtering and pandering to what other people want you to think. But it's very impressionable. When you're playing with emotions, you can sway back and forth. And when we have these movements that are impacting other people's health and you only think about the emotion, you really talk about how you feel worthless and you're not your value as a person. It's like no one can argue that. No one can argue your feelings. So it's an impenetrable position. It's impenetrable to have that approach, to have that position in a debate or any kind of argument because it can't be argued. I can't argue your feelings. I can't argue what you think about yourself. That's internal. Those are switches that you have to flip yourself. I can't control that. What do we got going on in the comments? So we're talking about thinking. We're talking about getting some fucking autonomy. Logan, glad to see Papa Swole is still alive. Alive and well, motherfucker. Donna, why give random strangers on the internet the power to make you feel worthless? Quote, make. Who gives a fuck? Agreed. I think we have this weird thing with putting out content as if when you put out content, as if you have any right as to the response. Every time I put something out, I'm going to get some pushback. I'm going to get some hate. I'm going to get some sharing of people. I'm going to get some comments that people don't like it. But every time people put out content and then, rage about the response, it's like, what do you think is going to happen when you put something on YouTube? What do you think is going to happen when you put something out on the internet for potentially 7 billion people to see? Every piece of content that anyone puts out, period. Think about this. Every single content, every single post, everything you put out on any day, anyone in the world has the potential to go, quote, viral, has the potential to be on CNN, has the potential to strike a lot of people and to be passed around for a lot of people to see it. Every single absolute post has the ability for a lot of people to see it. We don't always get that. That's why it's called virality. But every single post has the ability to reach. That's why you never know. That's why I post different things. That's why I try different things. That's why I try different approaches. That's why I try different styles of videos. That's why I try different things because you never know. It's always when I least expect it. It's always when I either put in the least amount of effort or preparation. It's when I usually don't overthink things and just be like, yeah, let me try this. And then it fucking takes off or this does really well. Or a lot of people say, that was a great post. That was a great video. That was a great whatever. You never know. And I agree. That's exactly 100%. Miss No Sugar Still Sweet. I like that. Yeah. Are you keto? Is that what it is? Content is an invite for a reaction. It's an absolute invite. Look, right now I'm getting reactions. Every comment is a fucking reaction. Every comment is a reaction. If you get a comment or you get a like, a view, it's a reaction. Someone is looking at your content. So if you don't like the response, don't put anything out. If you don't want to be criticized, if you don't want to be critiqued, if you don't want to be criticized, if you don't want to be made to feel a certain way, then don't make content. Don't open your fucking mouth online. Don't go online. Cut yourself off from social media. Don't get a phone. Get a flip phone or use an iPad or I don't know, like use something that makes it inconvenient for you to use social media. If you have a problem with that, then don't make stuff. Don't go online. But it's everywhere and everyone's addicted. So what do I got to do? Hold your fucking hand, but then I'm addicted to my phone, but then this, but then that. Everyone has a fucking problem. There's always a problem. There's always a reason why someone can't do something. It's always an excuse. But everyone's online. Oh, but that's not fair. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the world where fair doesn't fucking exist. Hands down. Doesn't exist. If you're going to post, and this is not even just, well, I don't make YouTube videos, but everyone's so mean online. If you comment, if you watch, if you go on Facebook, if you go on Instagram, if you go on YouTube and you comment or you look through the comments, even if you're not making the content, even if you are not on this podcast, but you're watching and you're looking at the comments, you don't have to watch the comments. You can close out the live chat. You can just watch me talk. But By watching me talk, you are inviting my words into your brain, and your brain is going to either like it, dislike it. You're going to look at a comment. Someone's going to say something rude that's out of my control, and you're not going to like it. You're inviting that into your life. You are inviting that into your fucking world. Think about that. It's not a safe space. This is not a safe space. Yeah, they're privately owned companies, but I can post whatever the fuck I want. I could voice my opinion to a point. I could always do it on my own website and stuff. Like if YouTube shut me down, I would literally just go post on my own website and you guys can go follow me there and nothing would change. It'd be the same fucking thing. But that's literally the case. That's the way this game works. That's literally the way this game works. If you are a part of it, whether you're observing, or you're commenting, or you're watching, or you're creating, you're inviting whatever to come in. You're opening the door. You don't have to agree, but you got to put up a little defense system. You got to put up a shield. You have to be aware that this stuff is going to come. That's why a lot of people don't make videos. That's why a lot of people don't make content, because they're afraid for pushback. They're afraid for people to make fun of them. They're going to. Yeah, don't be too sensitive about anything. Ooh, I like that, Meredith. Anytime there's a circle jerk comment, I'm posting it. Stop expecting a circle jerk above your face each time you post something. Ooh, are we talking bukkake here? Are we talking like, give me the knowledge, make me feel worthless? Well, let's not get into that. Daddy issues. I don't know. I think we need a water break. Water break, fam? All right, here we go. Drink up. Time to drink, bitches. Pinch your nips. Woo-hoo-hoo. Chug it. Excellent. Good water break. Fantastic. Woo. This is going to be the most hydrating podcast in history. Every time, just going to get you all hydrated the fuck up. Your hydration means the world to me. It means the world to me. You're watching this show. And you're getting healthier. Think about that. How many podcasts literally get you healthier while you watch it? You're getting knowledge cock, sure, but this is kind of like you're just getting blasted in the face with H2O. You get to watch the Daily Swole, and you know that when you tune into the Daily Swole, you're going to be healthier as an effect. You literally get healthier by watching this podcast. Literally listening to it. Boots and pants, boots and pants, boots and pants, and boots and pants, and bam, bam, bam. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes, eggs and bacon, and I put it in a pancake. Is it a water break or a dance break? It's both. You're required to make uncomfortable noises so those around you feel really, really awkward, and you're encouraged and actually essentially required. If you're dancing, you're listening, you're watching, you have to drink water at the same time. These are rules we're making up as we go. So make sure. What the whole fuck? Yeah, we're getting some water break, water gains, water break. What's Sean doing? Does Mountain Dew count? Absolutely the fuck no, it doesn't, bro. Are you really drinking Mountain Dew? I hope you're not. That is literal trash. Throw that the fuck out. Throw that the fuck out the window. Don't litter though, but throw that fucking shit out. Joshua, I can only be myself because everyone else has been taken. Oh, look at that. So, Phyllis, so poignant. It's absolutely true. That's something to be said for people that create content like myself. And maybe you're doing it on your page and things like that. Maybe you have the ambition or you'd love to do that. A lot of people don't start doing whatever they want to do. They don't start, living their best life, or they don't start making content. They don't start their page. They don't start X, Y, and Z because they're afraid of, just change the lighting a little bit. They're afraid of going up against the big boys. Okay. Because if I was concerned about getting visibility, like, oh, I'm not going to do a fitness podcast. What am I going to make fitness videos? How many fitness channels? This is back in 2015, 2016. If the fitness industry has always been saturated, but it was really saturated then. What if I didn't start? What if I never started and I figured, you know what? There's so much fitness out there already. Who's going to watch me? There's just so much. Why overdo it? Because there's no one doing it like me. There's no me out there. There's no me out there doing fitness. There's no me out there doing my shit. So I'm like, you know what? I might not be as good as Under Armour. But I don't have to go up against Nike or Under Armour or Adidas or Reebok. And neither do you. You have to be the best you. In fitness, in health, whatever it is, and I just listed those companies, even though they're not necessarily fitness companies, but they're athletic companies. That's literally, it's, why are you competing against that? You're not competing. You have a monopoly over you. I have a monopoly on Papa Swolio. This is me. I cannot be replaced. Maybe when artificial AI, you can get a Papa Swolio bot, but I can be the best me. And that's unique and that stands out. And that's what everyone else needs to understand about creating stuff is that, it's never too much. There's so many people in the world and there's so many slices of the pie and there's so many little niches and opinions and people want to hear your shit. You can be the best you. Anyway, it holds people back. Who's Nick Snyder? What's going on here? Someone mentioned Daddy. Samantha R. so far. They mention you on Nick Snyder's channel today talking about Brittany Dawn's latest snake oil enterprise. Who is that? Is that someone popular? Am I going to get some subscribers? Who's this person? Let me see. Nick Snyder. Who is that? The viewer's voice. What's that? Just a messy commentary channel? Oh, so this is like a drama channel. Like makeup. You know what's savage? You know what's fucking savage on YouTube? You think fitness is intense? You want to really go into like the depths of fucking hell? You go into makeup drama on. That's another issue. The makeup drama, and then you have the whole LGBTQAIXYZ, and then you have that drama, but then they kind of go over into beauty and fitness and health. Then you have like crossover into health. It's like leaking. It's like leaking over into fitness. It's like, no, keep that fucking mess over there. No, pack it over there. That's something that I have to say about this next video that I'm making a video on. There's like, was it 4? I think there's like 6 people. 4 are obese women and 2 are obese guys, but they're gay. It's like, you can't find a straight overweight guy that does healthy at every size or health. You can't find a fucking straight man. I don't know where they are. We talked about that on the podcast when John was on here, Michelle, Alan. We've talked about this on the Daily Swole numerous times. Like, where are the guys? Where are the guys that believe in this shit? That don't have a fucking ridiculous agenda. You got one. You got a couple like doctors that try to push this, but they have the same argument or lack thereof. They talk about emotion. They talk in circles. When you have someone who's educated and they know big words, you can easily distract people from the fact that you're not saying anything. But you can't fool people that actually speak English and understand language. I don't know where they exist. And this is not a man versus woman. I think that's where that's a sensitive issue when it comes to the kind of content that I create. It's a lot about women. It's a lot about women. I do want to say that those of you that are watching in this channel, there's a massive female following. What's up, ladies? Ready for these nuts? Yeah, you like that. Everyone likes the nuts, even the dudes here in this channel. Anyway, so most of these videos about this shit, it looks like I'm just hating on women. I fucking love women. I think women have the power to make the fucking... women are... Man, where would we be without ladies? Nowhere. Literally. Nowhere. Mama Swolio, she's a huge reason why I can fucking stay focused and why it keeps my head on straight. It's about the message. It's about the shitty fucking message, but it's coming from these women. I would make videos about fat acceptance men. I fucking would. I've talked about dudes on this channel before a lot, but where are they? I think it's because it's beaten into the ground. You have these guys like, oh, get muscle. We're so used to the male song and dance, aren't we? we're so used to the male song and dance. Like I've talked about all sorts of that kind of shit, like Kino Body and what the fuck is that cking guy, Brandon Carter. I've talked about all those charlatan type of videos and the fucking crap that I don't like about it. It's all right. Some people like their content. That's fine. It's my opinion and it's funny. We like the video. We move on. You know, that's what commentary is. It's my opinion. People take it like it's fucking fact. This is the reality. You hate this person's soul. You want them to die. Whoa, that took a fucking turn. I don't want anyone to die. That's kind of why I do content like this. I don't want people that are obese to die. It's kind of why I have this message, because I don't want that to happen, let alone anyone else. Like that's not the goal here. And the goal is to get people to reclaim their agency and realize like, oh, I don't have to just be a part of a movement. I can make my own fucking movement. I could do my own shit. I could be my own individual person. You need to be an individual. Gotta have your own fucking thoughts. Anyway, I'm looking over here. Nick Snyder. What was the video today? On his personal channel? Let me click on it. Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. Okay. Sounds like me. I mean, not the voice at all. Drama. Is that the video? Drama. Drama. Well, I guess we have drama too. We do drama. Whatever. I don't overthink my shit. I just talk about the things I want to talk about. I don't overthink things. Would Papa Swole deepfake actually be balls deep? Oof, not really. It would probably just be the tip. That's not what you want. When you're used to the real deal, when you're used to the full sack, you know, you can't go back. Once you go sack, you don't go back. Everyone knows that. Once you go sack, you don't go back. Especially when you get the Papa Swole sack, it's like, that's good for me. You know, it's like when you first drive a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It's like, what, you're going to go back to a Corolla? It's like, all right. I mean, it's got wheels, but it's just not the same. It ruins you. Ruins you for life. So the tip is just a tease. Agreed. That's why I don't bother with the tip. I just put the balls in instead. I'm making tea here, fam. I'm making tea, antioxidants and shit. Yeah. The 9-minute one. Oh yeah. I'm not going to watch it. Maybe I will. If he mentioned me, then I'll watch it. I'll watch it if he mentioned me. It's all about me. It's all about Papa. If he said my name, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I want to see it. I want to hear it. I don't know whose voice that was trying to impersonate, but it was good. It was a good gay guy's voice. No, it wasn't good at all. Someone sounds like that. So I offended someone. I probably offended a billion people right there. Oh yeah, he's a piece of work. He's a piece of work. A lot of these fitness people start turning into, hey, you want to grow your business to a 6-figure, a 7-figure? It's like, bro, enough with the fucking marketing shit. I mean, I have marketing too. Marketing is literally letting people know that I exist. You have to get attention. So I do have videos that I put out there, but I give so much content, like hundreds of thousands of people have downloaded my ebook, but it's free. Like you have it. And then I let you know other things that I do. It's okay to have products and services. That's where we have that conflict. The marketing aspect of things, and then people start getting upset. Oh, you're just trying to sell me something. It's called a business. Of course, I'm trying to. I want you to join. I want you to join Swolenormous X. I don't require you to. I give plenty of content and free shit. You have no obligation to. But then you have the marketing aspects that kind of ruins it, and then people start demonizing having products. Like, why does that piss you off? Some people get pissed off when you charge for services. It's like, you wouldn't go to a masseuse or a dentist and get work done like, you're charging me? How dare you? Yeah, because this is what I do for a living. You want my services, but then you don't want to give anything in return. You just want free shit. Oh, wouldn't that be nice to have just free shit for everything? So everyone's got their thing. But it's totally fine to have products and services. But when your shtick becomes just a one big fucking shameless funnel and plug, people that have I don't know, I guess it works. Otherwise people wouldn't do it. I guess it fucking works. I mean, people pay. People pay when you just run those silly fucking challenges and ridiculous things. People pay for that shit. Cleanses, 10-day cleanse. Fuck you. Your bullshit. Fuck you and your trash. Ridiculous. I agree, Marsha. The Swole fam is fan-freaking-tastic. I agree. How's everything going, Marsha? For everyone that doesn't know, Marsha's in the chat. That's the lady that I made the video on a couple days ago. Hope you're on your journey still and you're crushing. I know you are. That was only a couple days ago. You better be. It's a shame that people want things for free. I don't know if it's a shame. I think it's fine. I offer tons of free stuff. We got 1,200 episodes, lots of videos and stuff. There's tons of free stuff. I mean, if you want, I try to provide as much value outside as inside. It's just a different approach. Inside is very tactical. It's just it's really hard. You can't organize everything the same way on a public space. Like, it's just, people need to, when you have a community, when you have a community of people, it's important to make sure that people that are serious, when people are serious, that's when you really grow something really strong and powerful. The private Swolenormous community, Swolenormous X, all you members, yeah, it filters through the bullshit. When you pay, when you invest money into something, you have skin in the game. I think it's absolutely almost essential to pay to start. It's obviously not essential. You can lose weight and get great results. You never have to pay a dime for like a program or a nutritional approach. You never have to. Okay. But if you have skin in the game and you have an investment, how many of you have done that before? You sign up for something for a year, or you say, you know what? It's a commitment for me. And when I recommend to someone, they're like, well, where should I start? I say, I recommend starting inside Swolenormous X and doing the annual membership. Why? Because you're committing. You're saying, I'm doing this. I'm going in. I'm doing this for the year. And then you're going to fucking use it. If you kind of go in, you kind of dip your foot in like, oh, I'm going to try it for a week. You're not going to fucking do it. That's not the mentality that gets you results. It's like, I'm going to fucking do this. And there's no other reason. Like, you're going to do it. This is getting done. That's what's important about committing. This is the first step for the rest of your life. So you have to get started. So for any of you that are thinking, for example, about Swolenormous X or about any other program, it's like, fucking do it and commit and invest your time and go in. You have to start. So it's important to commit. A lot of people don't go for that full commitment. They just kind of like dip their toe in the water. And that's a huge problem because you're not really psychologically committed, and you're going to fall short. You're going to fall short. You're just not ready. You're not psychologically really dipped in. You know? I shared a progress pic on my Instagram the other day. Nice. I agree, Karen. Thank you. How's it going so far? I think we're due for another water break, people. You ready? Come on, here we go. Get your water ready. Here we go, fam. Let's go. Water time. Chug it up. Ooh, make those noises. Woo, baby. That's the shit. How much? Oh God, water burp. After the water break, we gotta everyone's gotta settle ooh, hold on a second. I just drank like a liter of water and we're good. All right. Dancing and hydration. You're burning calories and you're hydrating. The Daily Swole, guaranteed to fucking get you in better condition. We'll get you shredded. Just fucking dance. Just do crunches. Ready? Here, hip thrust. Chugging. I don't understand the relevance of a unicorn farting a rainbow with hydration. Savvy pair, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't understand the relevance of a unicorn farting a rainbow with hydration. How dare you? How dare you? You don't understand. It's pure relevance. Google it. I had beer flavored water. I hope that's okay. Ha. Beer flavored water. That'd be gross. If you're going to have beer flavored water, better be beer. I'm glad, Marsha. Yeah, I did see that. You spoke with your nutritionist about the 90-day dash. Well, check out the Nutrition Jumpstart because that's more important than any of the nutrition in that program. It's really about the nutrition section. Go into the kitchen and check out the Nutrition Jumpstart manual. It's an elimination diet. It's the best approach. It's the best approach. I'm glad you gave it a thumbs up. There's different ways. There's some parts in the 90 day, but there's also the kitchen section. Oh, unicorn acceptance, 100%. 100%. For sure. That's so funny. I have that on the board in one of my upcoming videos. Unicorn acceptance. That's so funny you said that. You feel funny. Look at that. There you go. I canceled my Netflix and joined Swolenormous X. If you want it, you'll figure it out priorities. I'm on the board. Yeah, I need to cancel some of those other apps that I don't use. I don't watch shit. Actually, I'm glad I saw that Chappelle special though. That was worth it. I have to go through and get rid of like a lot of these little subscriptions that I've accumulated over time. I definitely have to go through and like trim some of the shit out. What's Moon Moon? What are you guys talking about? You guys are fucking weird. Weird people. You're strange. You're strange people. Okay, so think for yourselves. Get your head on right. Focus. And tell everyone about the Daily Swole podcast. Tell everyone. Everybody needs to know about how we make gains here on the Daily Swole. If you didn't check out today's video, it's important facts over feelings on the main channel. Go check it out and make sure you are plugged in. Thank you so much for subscribing here. Follow. You want to learn more about memberships, go to swolenormousx.com. You also got links to the podcast and you got apparel and the blog and stuff like that. Instagram, also been posting a lot there. Instagram at Swolenormous. And TikTok at Papa Swolio, doing food stuff and fitness stuff and fun shit on all these platforms. So a lot of places to follow me. Doesn't matter where you listen, where you follow, you'll find me. You'll find Daddy. You find the papas. And of course, the links I'll put in the description down below for all that stuff. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1212 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. I will keep you posted on the hurricane situation. It has seemed to turn north a little bit. I don't know how much it's going to be like affecting my area. Now it seems like it's going to be affecting it less, but you never know. It could still be really bad. We could still have a lot of power issues and stuff like that. So I will keep you posted, but it's possible that going to be live again tomorrow. I don't know, because starting getting to like Monday, Tuesday, that's when any potential issues will probably be kicking off early this week. So I have a feeling I'll be able to do a live stream tomorrow at least. So I will see you tomorrow for episode 1213 of the Daily Sleaze. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.